How about that? Wow. Let's get to the other one. And now the first look at the 78 car with Ricardo and Augustine Canapino, the rookie from Argentina. And how sharp does that look? Very nice, huh, everybody? Can't wait to see what this car looks like, both of them, on the racetrack in the NTT IndyCar Series. Before we go any further, look at the drivers of 2023 Junco's Hollinger Racing in the NTT IndyCar Series and Indy NXT by Firestone. So a lot to talk about here. Again, coming to you from the Junco's Hollinger Racing Shop in Indianapolis. The challenges ahead for 2023, the rebrand as well. We're going to get an opportunity to talk to the drivers as well here about their goals for 2023. Brad, we'll start with you, the rebrand. Well, how about it? How cool is this?
Well, I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
You know, we set the bar high, and I think we've achieved it for this year in that we went from one team to two teams, which is outstanding. And I think the tagline, the power of possibility, sets it all. That, you know, we started very modestly, but we're slowly but surely growing. And we wanted to rebrand, have something that's really kind of bad looking, but also bad in a good way, and cutting edge. And I really think that the livery delivers on that.
You know, Ricardo, for you, there are so many challenges in an off season anyway. To add a rebrand to this, a fresh new logo, new graphics, a much different feel for this team. What are the challenges for something like that?
Oh yes, of course, it was a lot of challenge, and we always put ourselves in this situation where we're doing too much and too short time. But here we are. We said beginning of 22 that we're gonna go with 2 cars on 23, and I think that what we're delivering now. So now we are just doing what we said that we're gonna do. The new branding of everything now, and we're gonna go with a new website, new e-commerce site, and all that on top of everything else is being challenged for not just for us, but for the whole team. So I'm very happy, obviously, to be doing this event today and doing what we do, because as Brad said, the power of possibility. So we make things possible, right? We make things happen. I mean, the story itself behind the team and what happened in the history of the team, this is just a continuation of what we've been doing for a long time, and now it's just been amazing to be here.
It's a team that started from very humble beginnings, and now look at it. There's so many things for you to be proud of, I think.
It is. Like, we know each other for a long time, and we talk about it many times, and it's been 20 years now for me in this country, and just to see this continuation, to work every day with, doesn't matter how much challenge we need to face, but we have a fantastic group of people to make it happen, and when you have that, then you can fly very high, and I think that's what we're doing, and that's what I'm very, very proud.
All right, I want to get a veteran's thought on this. Callum, what do you think of the new look?
I think it looks great, really fast, great looking. They did a great job designing it. Hopefully after this day, Ricardo can de-stress a little bit, because this makes him very stressed, and we can focus on moving ahead. But no, it's a great job. As Brad said, going from 1 car to 2 cars, it's a big step for the team, and again, lots of work. Obviously, you've got to get the oval cars ready as well, but to rock up with these cars in thermal, I think it looks amazing. Obviously, slight differences on the front with a bit more green on mine. Hopefully we can tell the difference. Well, it's not our problems, but the team can tell the difference, and for the pit stops, it's going to be good.
When you go out to the pit road, you just got to remember which car you're getting into, right? What it's going to look like. So.
Yeah. I mean, I was used to only there being 1 car, so now I've got to. I'm sorry, mate. I know your seat's a bit bigger, but no, it should be good. Honestly, I think it looks great. I'm really happy to be driving these cars.
Let's talk about the colors a little bit. Different shapes, designs. The fluorescent green really pops on these cars, I think.
It is a totally different design from our history, so we always keep the green, but this is I think everybody agrees, this is the best green that we ever dream about it, and it's happening now at the right time, I think. So the guys are they did a really, really good job. Actually, I would like to thank Jonathan Mark and Tom and Martin race as well, because they did a really, really good job to understand the philosophy that I have with Brad and how we see the team and the philosophy that we have, and they somehow they understand that and they put it in the whole new branding of the team. So it's been really good.
Obviously a rich Argentinian history with this team, and that's a nice segue into you, Augustine Canapino, a rookie from Argentina, ready to go here this year. Just your thoughts. Of course, anyone that's followed the team knows about the test you had in Argentina and how exciting that was, and now to have an opportunity to drive in the NTT IndyCar Series to compete. How exciting for you?
Yes, thanks to Brad, Ricardo, sponsors, the whole team for giving me this opportunity. I'm very excited about that. It's a big challenge for me because I did my whole career in touring cars, and now I will be my first season in open wheels cars. So it's all new for me. I'm trying a lot. I'm doing my best to do my best this season. Share the team with Callum is a big opportunity for me because he's one of the best drivers in IndyCar, and I try to learn to him, to help to the team to have good results and have a continuous their progress, their development.
And you just moved to America, what, a couple weeks ago or so?
Yes,
how's the transition?
1 week ago.
What's that? Oh, 1 week ago.
Only 1 week.
Welcome to America.
The big difference is the weather. Oh my God.
The weather.
Yes.
In a good way or bad way?
No, it's different. It's
different. Okay. For Callum, looking ahead to the season ahead, goals and thoughts, and obviously there's the learning curve that maybe you had last year as a rookie. That's now gone. You can concentrate on some other stuff now, right?
Yeah, obviously the end of the season was really strong for us on the pace side. There's a few little things that we needed to improve off of that to get the end results, but I think being able to restart and a very similar calendar to last year, that we can restart and see the difference that we made throughout that season, and head into St. Pete hopefully as strong as we finished. Then obviously going to 2 cars, the data, obviously it's a bit of a learning curve, but hopefully, we can get up to speed as quick as possible on that side. And with that just speeds up the process so much more. So that's exciting for us. Obviously it's a long winter, a big change for the team. You're doubling on the resources that you're going through and the people that you need. And that's always a challenge, especially in today's world. But it's exciting. It's really, really interesting for me as well to see my development. And again, as a team, we started from a small, completely different team in a way with 1 car, and it's just going to take off.
By the way, Augustine, it doesn't always snow in Indianapolis. So I know that's what you're talking about when it comes to weather. But for you, Callum, to have a teammate, now you touched on it a little bit, but to have a teammate going into another season, how important is that for you?
It's massively important. It makes such a difference. I only had myself to compare to last year, and that's your limit in a certain way. So I think I did a decent job of it, but it was more like, okay, this is what I imagine I can do for qualifying, for example, and that was the stretch of it. So hopefully, being able to compare, bounce ideas off of, and get through all the testing that the engineers want to, it makes a big difference. And also it's a bit more fun. It's a bit lonely when you're on your own. Ricardo gets too stressed and a bit boring, and you don't want to spend all the time with him.
Not you.
No, he's lovely. He's lovely. So to be able to share that and the experience, and also it's a big, like I said, a big learning curve.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can make it as enjoyable as possible. I know the McLaren guys have a bit of fun. Hopefully we can beat them on that.
Well, and ultimately that's what's up. You got to have fun doing this, right?
Exactly.
It's not a job, for crying out loud. As mentioned earlier, this Junco's Hollinger racing team is back in Indy NXT by Firestone as well, the top developmental series where you guys have had so much success in years past. Matteo Nannini, Reese Gold, welcome to you folks as well. And you guys just had a test at Homestead Miami Speedway on the road course. Matteo, we'll start with you. How did the test go?
Yeah, on Monday we were in Homestead, Miami. It was the first time actually trying out the car and with the Firestone tires. It was a good test, especially to learn how these tires develop through the laps.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've always been in front, both of us, so it was a good starting point. Of course, it's only a test and we need to figure it out, see a lot of things on car wise, on setup, but it's promising.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to
Small
the first
steps.
race.
To get one day under your belt like that is important. And it's interesting, you come on board right in the middle of a rebrand like this. So how much fun, what was that like?
Yeah, I see. Since when I joined the team, I had the chance to test with Ricardo almost 1.5 years ago here at the Speedway and in Barber. And since then, I saw that a lot of progress have been made, and I can see with my eyes a lot of changes and a lot of improvements. And I think it will be a huge benefit performance-wise on the track. And yeah, I'm super happy to be with them and this time of the important time for them. So, and I want to hopefully get good results for them.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you on board. Reese, of course, this is the longest he's gone without saying a word, I think, in his lifetime.
I've been holding it in. So.
I know, you're doing a good job. But you've been a part of this team before. Now you are. It's a rebrand, a fresh new look. Your thoughts about it?
Yeah, it's awesome. I've been with this team for 3 years now, and to see they've grown so much since I joined them. We have 2 Indy NXT cars, 2 Indy cars, and it's just an awesome to be in it. And we've gotten good results in the past, so hopefully we can continue that.
And tell us about Miami a little bit. What were your
yeah,
thoughts?
my home track. Finally, they had to fly to me. I don't have to come up here. I wore shorts. It was great. But on the racing side, first time with the Firestones. Big difference from the last tires, but they feel really good. So I think that'll be fun to see this year. And the pace was good. The car looked good, so I'm looking forward to it.
The cars definitely look good. They're going to look good in victory lane, right?
Oh,
That's it. Hey, we'll wrap it up again with Brad and Callum. Just your thoughts about heading into a fresh new season, obviously with 4 very talented drivers on this team.
Well, I think we expect big things this year. Certainly on the Indy Lights, we'd like to repeat and be champions once again. And then certainly with Indy cars, top 10 for sure, and hopefully top 5 and several podiums, if not a few victories. I think we have the drivers and we have the equipment this year. We've improved new technology, new computer software that will really help the engineers and the drivers as well, and I think that's significant.
Yeah.
And then, one other comment with respect to, we want to be on the cutting edge or innovative edge of technology and the utilization of social media so that we are more than just a name on a car for our sponsors, but rather business to business and creating those relationships. And I think we've really started with the new branding and how we're positioning from a social media perspective as well.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
So we're really excited. Thanks so much.
That's awesome. It's fantastic. And Ricardo, not to put you on the spot, but have you thought about goals or any predictions for this year?
Oh, I always say the same thing. And even last year, we knew how difficult it was, and we had to take pressure off ourselves because we all fighters. We all want to win. Every single person in the team wants to win. The driver wants to win. I want to win. Brad, but we said last year what we said, right? We're gonna be learning, and this year is gonna be a learning process for us. And in many occasions, we were about to be, or potentially, top 3, top 5, never mind the last race when we almost made the pole position. So you can see even by saying that we were having the results even more than we expected at the beginning. For me now, it's like when we all talk and all the people here knows, now we're going to go 2 cars and it's going to be challenged. So again, it's going to be another learning year. So we just want to go as good as we can, but make sure every time we make the bases properly. And that's going to give us the foundation of long term, right? Of course we want to win, but it's difficult. IndyCar is difficult. We're facing teams like they have many decades and powerful people, and they are good. It is by far, in my opinion, the best level in the planet of racing, the most challenging. So that's what we're facing. So this is going to be our second year full time with 2 drivers now. So it is going to be changed. So the mentality is going to be that keep learning as we can, and then 2024 is going to be the first time that we probably repeat everything the same way, because now we add in the second car. So that's the mentality we all want to have, and that's going to take pressure out of ourselves. But we are winners, and we are fighters, and we maybe surprise someone.
There's no question about it. It's an exciting year here at Junco's Hollinger Racing, a fresh new look and a fresh new season. Ricardo, Brad, Augustine, Callum, Mateo, and Reese as well. Best of luck to you guys in 2024. There's a test coming up for the series, IndyCar series at Thermal, coming up on Thursday and Friday. And the first race is going to be here before we know it, Sunday, March 5th, down on the streets of St. Petersburg. Good luck to all you guys. And thanks for watching here on a live stream from Junco's Hollinger Racing in Speedway, Indiana.
Hoy no será una batalla más,